Beautiful photos selling beautiful homes. Sometimes beautiful photos selling not so beautiful homes. Had a listing recently that we're getting ready to close on in a few days here, and had a fantastic view. It was beautiful on the outside. On the inside, had a bad case of the 80s. Filthy carpet, was just kind of nasty inside, and it was one of those because it was in Westlake. It was in an area where there's a lot of very nice homes. Most buyers would just knock it down. So the folks that were selling it bought the lot for land value and actually had a liability there. They had a house that they needed to knock down. Unless we could find a way to show some value in that house and why somebody would want to remodel and use the structure rather than just knock it down and start over. So that was the challenge that I had, and we approached it a few ways. First of all, we made the most of the view. We did some landscaping to open it up a bit, and when I looked at the view, I thought, wow, this is almost like if Austin had made Westlake into a national park instead of developing it, this would be a viewpoint. So what do you see at a national park? You see a big sign showing you what you're looking at when you're at the viewpoint, so we made one. I took a series of high-resolution photographs, stitched them together, and made an 8-foot wide sign with a photographic print on it with all the sites labeled. You know what that building is? That's a UT Tower. You probably recognize that one, but there's a little label on that. That's where Laguna Gloria is. That's where Bull Creek comes in. That's Cat Mountain. That is Mount Bonnell. That's the Pennybacker Bridge. All those we put on there and labeled them and built it into a sign frame that looks like one of those national park sign frames. Treated it like it was a Grand Canyon view. We built a thing that looks like the Grand Canyon view sign for it. So we really enhanced it and framed it in a sense as this is a fantastic view. We're going to treat it as such. Second thing that we did, we got rid of all the nastiness in the house, all the dirty carpets, and painted the walls where there were stains and things like that. And we still had this 80s feel to everything. So we introduced a 2018 color. In preparing the floors for new carpet or new hardwoods or new tile or whatever the buyer will decide to do there, you put down a coat of Kills to get a nice clean surface. Well, we colored the Kills that warm gray color, some people call grayish, whatever. So we use that color to give a little bit of that 2018 color into this house that looked like the 80s or 90s. And it started to show a little bit of potential. So you'd look at it and you go, maybe I could work with this. Then the third thing that we did was actually do some work in it, but not physically, virtually. So I went into Photoshop and mocked up. Instead of having, so the entry staircase comes down like this, right in your face, we just took it out, put a wall there, put a little window so you could look through to the view, just did a real simple mock-up, and it probably looks okay there, but when you're standing here looking at it, you can tell I photoshopped this a little bit, but it's far enough along that you get the idea what might happen. Now, I don't know if the buyers are going to end up doing this. They may do something totally different. They might even knock it down. I don't know. But we have a house that had a really solid structure. In fact, it was built by an engineer, so it should be a good, strong house. And we opened up the idea that you could do something with this. You know, most people are not creative enough to have enough imagination that when they look at an idea, they see the finished product in their mind. Some people do. Not everybody's like that. So we tried to help people along. And again, they may pick a totally different design. They'll probably hire an architect or somebody to totally redesign the inside of the house. But I bet they keep it and I bet they use it, because between enhancing the view and showing people how special that view is and showing people that this house is an asset that you can work with, not something you need to pay to tear down and have hauled off, we added a lot of value to this property, and we were able to sell it at significantly more than the folks selling it paid for it. That's a way that you can use beautiful photos to sell a house that could be beautiful but isn't yet. So my name is John Stapleton. I am the broker of Focus Realty, And we help people with unique situations like this, especially when there's a beautiful view involved. It's tricky photography sometimes to get that balanced view that shows you what it's going to look like, either when it's done or what it looks like to the human eye instead of the way cameras normally expose things. I help people with those problems, so if you know somebody that has a need like this, I'd sure appreciate an introduction. John Stapleton, Focus Realty. Bring your dreams to focus. Thanks for watching.